Back to here. How's everyone doing today? And in today's video, we're gonna look at a reaction channel. Not a reaction channel, but we're gonna be looking at a channel that I haven't looked at before in this channel. The Jubilee video. Believe it or not, people are liking the Jubilee content and they're reacting to it. They're playing along with some of the 6 versus 1 or the ranking challenges and other content like that. So I decided to hop on that train. And so there's a video where it says 6 Christians versus 1 atheist. Now, enough jibber jabber. We're gonna be trying to guess who out of these 7 people, 7 or 6, out of these 7 or 6 people, who's the atheist?
Yeah.
We brought together 7 Christians.
I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am a Christian.
7
I am
Christians.
Christian.
So it's one
I am a
atheist.
Christian.
I am a Christian.
1 is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, he or she wins the entire prize.
Okay.
Oh boy, okay. All right. Here we go.
Do you go to a church?
Based off the looks, I think green. I think the green shirt, this girl right here, is the atheist. Just by the look of a lot of LGBT members and all that stuff, I think green is the atheist.
Yes, I do.
That's a great question.
I don't know where to even start.
I was going into it thinking about myself and how I present myself. I thought people would be like, oh, she's not a Christian.
Hey, Chance.
Yes.
Tell me about a religious experience of yours.
A religious experience of mine?
Something profound.
Something profound. I saw an angel once when I was like 9 years old.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was really cool. It was creepy, but like in the moment, like it was just like stillness and like really awesome.
The angels do exist. I heard a bunch of stories, and I also have felt some presence of angels sometimes. The angels come in ways that you don't fucking realize. So if he says he saw an angel, who fucking knows? That's his experience. But I mean, if I were to say a religious experience that I had, I went to this retreat for God. I had to do it because I was doing communion. And then when I was in there, we all took a moment of prayer. And while we were praying, I felt this gush of wind. I felt this like gush of wind going on. And I felt some presence near me. And I looked up, and everyone was just like fucking like this. And I'm just the only one that felt something. No one looked up. No one everyone just like praying like this. I just looked up and like, what is this fucking feeling? What am I doing? I don't know. I was just praying with a bunch of people, and I just felt a presence. No one was like walking or anything. Everyone was just like this, praying and stuff like that. I felt
In the Bible,
presence.
when they talk about what angels look like, it's a very scary looking picture. I was like, I don't know if I'd believe someone being happy to see a disfigured human being.
I had a really similar experience when my father passed away.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you want to hear about it?
I don't I don't want to, I know we have a little, oh no. Okay.
Okay.
The speed round was pretty horrifying. I didn't even know what to ask. I didn't even know
That
where to
dude
start.
probably is a Christian.
So much
He looks
pressure.
like Cliff,
Don't worry,
bro.
we're not watching.
First person I trusted was Brandon.
In the very beginning, him and I were talking. I was just like, all right, man, you and I, packed till the end. We're just going to keep voting the same person.
Imagine them both are like fucking. Imagine one of them is a fucking atheist. They betray each other.
There has been a tie. 2 people, Romy and Grace. So, you guys vote again.
Yeah, get Grace the fuck out of here. Get Grace out of here.
Oh man, you guys
R.I.P. Romy.
you guys really messed up.
Not really.
I'm telling you right now.
I don't even know that dude. I think he's Christian.
I'm feeling disappointed because I feel like I was based off my overall look. I didn't even say anything. I was voted off, you know?
I wanted to ask you, is your church queer friendly, LGBTQ friendly?
Yes, actually, there's 2 pastors and 1 is a biracial lesbian. So.
Wow.
Why did you choose a non-denominational church?
I mean, I was just born into it, so
Got it.
my dad's a pastor.
Anyone else PK?
I have a lot of encounters with like their parents or like the uncle being super religious, and then they end up not being very religious at all. Actually, they go on the contrary and say they don't believe in God because they grew up with God so much, and they just don't want to, like, fucking, they don't want to believe in God for some reason. So I'll keep my eye on her.
Wow. Yeah.
What's a PK?
Pastor's kid?
Yeah,
Oh, pastor's kid.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, they're usually the bad kids at your school. So.
Yeah, exactly what I'm trying to say.
There's like certain terms
Oh,
I think a lot
Clara.
of people
Her
just
name is
know.
Clara, okay.
I assumed his lack of
So
knowledge
I'm
when he wasn't
imagining
a Christian, and he
the
was
red
trying to
shirts,
like
her name
pick
is
up on things
Grace.
as we said them.
How long have you been Lutheran?
My whole life.
Yeah?
You know, I grew up in Scandia, Minnesota, and like a big part of the town was the church. So I was
Okay.
baptized there.
Wow.
Do you go to a church?
Yeah, I go to this one out in Riverside. I just started going there about 2 months ago now. Because I grew up going to more of like a strict church, and then I kind of branched away from it and then went back.
What do you mean a strict church?
So I grew up Mormon.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's strict, it's strict.
You know, I kind of had to take my own path and figure out what worked best for me.
I've stepped away from church because it's hard for me to find a church, especially a Baptist church, that's accepting of the queer community. So I stopped going.
Are you looking for something, or are you
Not
just kind
actively. Halfway through my answer, I realized I probably shouldn't have said that. Because everyone else was like, oh yeah, they all actively go to church. And I was the only one like, I don't go to church now. And that's when I thought, maybe I should have kept that to myself.
I felt like his story about being a PK and coming in and out of his faith
Damn, bro,
could have
that
been
dude's
an alibi.
Gonna be gone, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, my bad.
So, I think a good question would be like, how'd you find your faith?
All right.
So I was actually.
How would I find my faith? Basically, just being born into it, the experiences that I have with the church and the Bible. I definitely have heard a lot of criticism by like people who hate God and stuff, and so I have been tested. I have felt presence. I felt blessed by God. So I feel like if I feel this presence and everything, I just feel like there's God. Like God does exist. I don't know.
Atheist before I was Christian. Like I was a hardcore atheist, and I was like super depressed. Like I was like burdened by like my own life, I'd say. And then coming into a life where like you're just kind of getting abundantly filled up with like love from other people and from God especially.
So what made me go back into church, what really like pushed me is I had a really bad breakup. And it was like at this moment where I was at work and I watched this kid die because I work in the ER. So watching the kid die and the family kind of go through those emotions of like trying to let go, I was like, man, like there's gotta be something like that can, you know, make me feel full and make me feel whole.
I believe that there has to be this higher power, and otherwise the ego takes us over, and God allows me to realize that there's more than just me. As an artist, I think there's messages coming to me that I'm supposed to communicate through my art.
The way I grew up, I was really into church. It was my safe space. I had a hard home life, and it was where I felt like I could be myself. And then I realized I was gay, and that was really hard. And then I took a step back, and then
I was
I've come
so
back.
gay and hard. I was in this church, and I felt so great. And then I felt gay, and then I was gay.
I am a PK, so I was just born into it. It was like summer after 4th grade, my parents got divorced. And so I was kind of like straying away, you know, and especially divorce in the church is like a huge thing. So that was really hard, but I feel like that whole situation kind of like solidified my relationship, just so I knew, you know, there was always someone there for me. And my church was there for me too, you know?
I have no idea who I'm gonna vote for. I follow you.
I'm not even gonna lie with you. It's either Gloria or the one in the blue shirt, the one that looked like Cliffe. I don't know. Them two look suspicious to me, but I'm voting out Gloria.
She's a PK.
Great,
she knows
great.
exactly how to answer. Like knows the perfect part to play.
In the back, she kind of mentioned her stance on premarital sex. So that kind of like was like a red flag.
Hi, Grace.
Bye.
Yeah, get her out of here.
You had a good question, right?
Yeah.
You said
so. You were talking about how like you kind of express yourself through art. Like I want to just have you elaborate on that.
Yeah.
When he
That's what I was
mentioned
confused
art
about.
as like his form of everything, I was just like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really make too much sense.
That's exactly what
cool.
I'm
Well,
saying.
like one thing I love about the church is I love to sing.
Okay.
And growing up, like my best memories of church were just singing in the choir. And when I moved out here, one of the hardest things was not having a church. think that like through my voice, through the hymns.
Okay. Name 5 songs. Name 5 Christian songs. I don't give a fuck if it's pop. I don't give a fuck. Name 5 Christian songs right now, bro. Name 5 of them.
Everything, that's the biggest thing.
We were just talking about this, how a lot of the people that go to my church have had similar backgrounds to me, which is they've been hurt by the church. Maybe a song like, "Oh, How He Loves Us," in the past was great for you, and then you were hurt by the church. Having those memories attached can actually make worship really hard.
There was this song that like was a big song in my church, the Mormon church growing up. It was like, it's called, I want to say like Families Can Be Together Forever. Man, like my parents, they got divorced. You know, and since that time, like I can't even like listen, can't even look at the lyrics of that song.
Yeah.
So, what about you? How was like your experience kind of moving across the states and then?
So hard. I grew up in a town of like 500 people, and so the church was everything. And coming out here and starting that hunt for one that's like LGBTQ friendly and the right kind of like chemistry of people and the right kind of sermons, and I started looking and actually hearing about yours and kind of like, wait a minute.
Give me the info.
Yeah.
No. Man in blue sucks, man. This dude looked at one Cliff video, looked at the clothes that he had that looked like Cliff, and tried to fool everybody.
Wow.
This man,
Raise
a liar,
your
bro.
hand if you think the mole is still in the square.
Yeah, me.
If the lights turn green, you voted the liar out. If the lights turn red, the liar's still in the box, and you lose.
Blue.
My mind's
You,
going
bro, I know you is. You a fucking mole. You a fucking mole. You ratted us out. You had a wire. You had a wire to the devil.
3, 2, 1.
No, I'm the mole. Blue.
Hi, I'm the mole.
Dang it. Oh, I caught it. I didn't call it at the beginning, but I knew it since your art thingy, and then you're looking for the gay friendly. You just saw one video of Cliff and you just try to look at him. You had a wire to the devil, you atheist. Fuck. You dirty bitch.
Hey, you know what? I did vote for him. I did vote for him.
Bitch. You took all the
I was shocked because Andrew, he talks like a lot of the youth pastors
That's
at my church.
exactly. This man's town is Catholic as fuck, but he's the odd one out. He went to the churches, called it shit, never went back. He probably moved to LA. Son of a bitch.
You know?
Because I'm gay, if anyone else was gay, I like
And
wanted to be their friend.
I
was like, oh,
apologize,
he's-
sister. Sister, look, I apologize. I did not know. Look, I apologize, sister. You can be gay and love God. I mean, I don't respect the sin that you do, but I forgive you. I apologize. I apologize for calling you out.
Oh my gosh. I really became an atheist right after I got baptized. I think when I got baptized, I thought something magical would happen and nothing did and nothing changed, and I still felt really hated by the church. The things that brought them into the church and into the religion were things that I found on my own without religion.
Personal experience, I think, is huge in the way that we experience religion.
I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. I believe that guy that looked like Cliff. This man betrayed me. This man hurt me, bro. This man, I feel hurt. Now I'm joshing around. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. I have no hatred towards that guy. I would just say that for just like entertainment purposes. I don't mean any of it. But, you know, it's up to him, really. You know, he said he got baptized and feel the love or the compassion of Christ and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure Clara said that, personal belief has a lot to do with it, and personal experience, I mean, has a lot to do with it, and I personally do agree with that. He hasn't felt a connection towards it, so if he doesn't believe in God, it's up to him, and I just hope he finds God. That's all I'm trying to say, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Read the Bible, feel loved, bring love, give love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Who did? God did. Peace.